Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about scanf statement. Before discussing about scanf statement, I just want to run this program. This was the program that we discussed in the previous classes. Here it's a simple program to calculate the sum of two numbers. In a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to c is declared as an integer, and this is a declaration as initialization statement. This is the operation that performed c equal to a plus b, and the result is printed in the output console using the printf statement. So this is a program. So I just want to run the program. Okay. How many times we are running the program, we will get the same output because these input values are not getting changed. Actually, this is not a useful program for anyone, because all the time we are getting the same output. How many times we are running the program, we are executing the program, we are getting the same output. What is the use of that? So we need a program in such a way that user in the sense the common man or a normal people just want to give the two numbers, and the computer is going to produce the result. If that is a program, then the program may have a sense. Okay. Here the concept is, I will explain. Here a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, we are producing the result as 30. Instead of calculating c equal to a plus b, we can directly say that the sum is 30. So likewise, this program is not that much important only because of this kind of input is there, because input is already mentioned there. So to collect the input from the user, we are writing a program for calculating the sum of two numbers. So we need the two numbers 10 and 20 or 30 and 40, whatever it may be. We have to collect it from the user and produce the result. That is the main intention of today's program. So for that, the normal way of writing the program is like this. Okay, so I am going to start from the beginning. Here void main. In the void main, we are going to write the program. Declaration, next step is declaration, but I am not going to declare here. I just want to pass the information that user please enter the two numbers. Okay, for that I am using the printf statement. Printf hi user, please give two numbers. Okay, so this is a method that we are communicating to the user. So what is the result of this program? Okay, hi user, please give two numbers. So by watching this statement by the user, he can easily understand that the compiler is expecting two values. Okay, so immediately user is ready to give two numbers. So we have to collect those two numbers in the form in a variable. Okay, so for that I am using the statement like scanf. Okay, we are going to collect two integer numbers. Okay, two numbers we are going to collect it from the user. So for that I am using the two variables like a and b, and that a and b are integer values. So the control string or the control specifier that I used here is %d. So a comma b. So we collected these two numbers in a variable a and b, and we are mentioning here it as address of a, ampersand a. The symbol is named as ampersand, but in the compiler language, we are saying to the compiler that these two collected values should save in the address of a. So a and b are human understandable languages. Okay, so we can say that we have to declare this one now, int a comma b. So we declared two numbers a comma b, and by declaring these two numbers, we are telling to the compiler that compiler, please create two blocks of memory to store the values under the label a and b. So that is a instruction that we are giving to the compiler by the declaration statement. We are telling to the compiler that compiler, please create two blocks, one block named as A, another block named as B, and these two blocks can save up to 2 byte of data, because the size of an integer is 2 byte of data, and integer type of data are going to get saved in that memory. So automatically after this execution of this particular statement, compiler will create two block of memory under the label A and B, and each block can store up to 2 byte of memory, and it can store only integer type of data in that block of memory. So that is the meaning of the first declaration statement. After that, we are telling to the user that, hi user, please give two numbers. So what's the next step? So our job is to collect those two numbers and save it in those two blocks. I told you initially, while declaring itself, we are telling to the compiler or instructing to the compiler that create two block of memory. And once the user is entering these two numbers, what we have to do? We have to collect those two numbers and save it in those two block of memory. How can you say to the compiler in compiler's language, in the programming language? So we are saying that the control specifiers like %d and %d. So the compiler can easily understand that the user will provide two integer numbers. Okay. After that, we are telling to the compiler that those two numbers should save in these blocks A and B. Address of these blocks A and B. So the meaning of ampersand in C programming is address of A, address of B. So compiler will save those two numbers. Okay. So just execute the program. Okay. Hi user, please enter two numbers. So compiler is expecting two numbers from here. So I am giving 10, then 20. Over. Because the job that we mentioned in the program is up to that. We collected those two numbers. After that, we don't know whether it is collected or not, whether it is saved there. So for that, what I am doing, I am using the printf statement to print those two numbers, to verify whether those two numbers are saved in the variables in the block. Okay, A equal to %d and B equal to %d, then comma A comma B. Okay. First number, the compiler is expecting two numbers. So first number 10 I gave, second number 20 I gave. Yeah, it's saved. That is why it's showing that A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. So this is a way that we are confirming that, because here we are dealing with the logical matters in the case of a programming. In a normal labs like chemistry lab or physics lab or mechanical lab, you can physically feel the output. You can see if you are mixing some chemicals in a jar or something, it will produce some colors or fumes or something, so that you may feel that okay, this is the output. But in the case of a programming, you have to create a program to find the output also. So that is the meaning of this printf statement. I have to just verify that whether those two numbers are saved in the program or saved in the compiler. So printf, so A equal to, so A is a variable, but we just want to know that whether A saves whether the A points to a particular value, B points to that particular value. For that, A equal to %d and B equal to %d. Remember, here A is just a character, here B is just a character. Why? Because we mentioned this A and this B inside the double quotes, but the actual A and B is mentioned outside the double quotes with comma. Okay, so that we can understand that it's saved, it's properly saved, our programs are working properly. Okay, so here, hi user, please give two numbers, and it's waiting for that number here itself. I don't like this kind of collection, so I just want to mention slash n so that output looks like this. Okay, the first number is expecting the next line, then the second number is also expecting the next line. Okay, so these are the beautification, you can do that. Okay, so we got A and B. What's next? We have to perform the operation. So C equal to A plus B. Okay, let me run this program. Okay, error is there. Okay, we have an error. What is that error? Here, line number 7. Remember, it's showing here as red. Okay, error. The line error line shows with the color red. Okay, 7. Error is C undeclared. First use in this function. So what's the meaning of this? Compiler don't understand what's the meaning of C. We didn't mention here. We didn't tell to the compiler that create one more block C so that the result also can be stored. But we forgot to mention that one. That is why this error is here. C undeclared. Each undeclared identifier is reported only once for each function it appears in. So these are the confusions that created by we people to the compiler, because compiler is expecting some kind of instruction from programmer that how many variables required. So I use C equal to A plus B, but compiler don't know what's the meaning of C. So after declaration, now compiler may understand that okay, C is one more variable. That is why I am getting an output screen here. Otherwise, I will get the same error screen there. Okay, 10, then 20. Still, we are getting A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Why? Because we didn't mention anything there to display C. So for that, printf the sum is sum equal to %d comma C. Let me run this program. Okay, 10, 20. Yeah, sum equal to 30, but it comes in the same line. So what we will do? We will put a slash n in the previous step. Either you can put the slash n here or you can put the slash n here. It's up to you. Okay. Okay, 10, 20. Okay, this is 30. Again, I am running.